Right, we are here in New Zealand. I'm not actually 100% sure where I am. Jamie Gameson, hello.
G'day Paul, how you going mate?
I know I'm past Rollison. That was one of the things Nat said to me as you're going out. It's out past Rollison. Where exactly are we, or where roughly are we?
We probably stayed at Burnham or Norwood, we call this area, so Telegraph Road. There's a few guys out here now. You know, probably 20 years ago we were in the middle of nowhere. But you know, since the earthquakes and all that, so 2 minutes up the road we've got another trainer, a dairy farm as well, James Giddis. Bruce Hutton's a couple K up from there. Mark Jones is probably 3-4K as a crow flies, and Bruce Negus is just over the back as well, which you've been there.
Yeah. I saw actually Bruce today. It's a very, very small world. He was in Harness Racing New Zealand this afternoon.
Oh, bloody good. So yeah, no, there's quite a few out in there, and like we're a K off the main road, so with the new motorway, we can be 25 minutes into Addington if we don't get any red lights. So yeah, just how good, half an hour to Ashburton.
That'd be great for Nat because she works in there. So I mean, it'd be cool for her. I was thinking when she's saying she's out, I thought the commute, but it's a pretty simple commute.
Yeah, it is now. Like I think it used to be about 55 minutes. We're now in the mornings probably a bit more, so maybe 35 for her to get in there in the mornings. But yeah, it's amazing that motorway. It's just changed everything in Christchurch.
How many acres?
We got 40 here, so that's good. So yeah, a couple of 1,000-metre tracks and yeah, heaps of paddocks and stuff. So no, works good.
Say that again. A couple of 1,000-metre tracks.
Yeah, we just got a main track and another one inside it. So yeah, I don't know why we ended up putting two in, but we used to work quite a few, but no, not as many anymore. So yeah.
How many do you work?
Between sort of 15 and 20 max. Usually it's all we do. Like Christmas time gets busy with yearlings. We sort of have 10 yearlings then, but no, all through the year, sort of no more than 20, but probably sit around the 15 to 18 really. So yeah.
Do you have a preference of horses that you like?
Fast ones.
We all like fast ones. And you were saying to me there before that most of the ones you breed, but like trotters, paces, or
paces at the moment. Yeah, we had a good run with trotters when we first started training. Yeah, years ago, how I got into it, my granddad, he just trained trotters he just worked for another guy. Like he spent his whole working life working for one guy, and they based themselves out of Kaikoura. So those are the days they chucked him on the train and went to Wellington and all that sort of stuff. So she's pretty crazy stuff back those days. But no, hey, there's nothing like driving a good trotter, but I haven't had one really good enough for the last few years that you really love. But yeah, we've been pretty lucky with the paces, and you know, we bought Mac Banner at the sales, and he's probably the best one we bought at the sales. But here we go again in Millwood Maisie. So yeah, they've got a good place at heart with us, and they won a few races, and now we're breeding from them. So
yep.
Yeah, so and then the one we got at the moment out of Here We Go Again, Warrior Chief. So he's the best horse I've driven. So yep. Yeah, so hopefully he can carry on with it.
Is he in work at the minute?
Yeah, just had a month off. He's been back in a week. So yeah, we'll just he'd done a pretty big job, so we thought we'd better give him a spell. But he run around the paddock and sulked for the first 2 weeks, so he sort of had to come in every day and get a brush and a pat and send him back out there. And then he realised he wasn't coming in to be worked. So, but no, he's done super well, and yeah, looking forward. It's pretty exciting. So yeah, good to have a good one in the barn. Anywhere
between 18 and 12, 10 horses in work. That's a fair day's work in itself for most people. You dabble in a bit of shoeing?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just yeah, the kids seem to raid me wallet all the time, so it's handy to have a bit of cash in there. So no, I just got a run of sort of try and do sort of 15 or 20 every week, but any more than 20 is just a bit of a push. So yeah, but no, usually about 15 every week, and just a few hacks and a couple of thoroughbred stables, and sure, all my own horses here, and then Natalie and Emily seem to line their ones up as well. So, but if I do them, it saves paying someone else. So I'd be paying for that anyway.
Well, I was going to say, so you do 15, 20 a week. You got, you know, we'll say 15 of your own. So that's at least five a week of those that you've got to do as well, which is over and above. And then there is the odd pony here. There's a grey one behind. I'm pretty sure that ain't a jet lag. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not a jet lag. That's probably the most expensive one on the place. If something happened to that, I'd say Natalie would be after me with a gun, I think. So it's a bit more important than me.
But how many of the ponies are on here?
There's 1, 2, 4, and a young one and a mare and foal to a jumper. We bred a couple of jumpers the last couple of years, so show jumpers that is. So yeah, see what happens.
It's actually great, and the reason I asked about that, and just one step back, Nat, they're not ponies. How many performance horses? So I've got to get the wording right because I'll be in all sorts of trouble there. I love it, like my daughter does, the show jumping, and you get to go to different things. Thankfully, she's not big on shows. Every now and then I have to go to an actual show. But, 3-day eventing or show jumping and those sorts of things, they are good for our head, actually, sometimes, aren't they, to get out and realise that, there is a different world out there sometimes for some of these horse people.
Oh, yeah, and it's, as you probably know, it'd be the same in Aussie. She's a pretty eye-opener at some of these shows and show jumping, how much money and, how much time is actually involved in these horses to get them up to... a good standard. So she's pretty competitive out there. Like the North Island here, and the show jumping's just crazy. I've got a good mate lives down the road, and they're right into it. And there's some nice horses around.
That'd be why the girls will be breeding, because it's very hard to buy a good one.
Well, I can't buy them.
Yeah.
So luckily enough, I shoe a few stallions, so we bred to him 2 years ago, and they've got a real smart one called Navali. So I just loved him from the day I seen him. So I don't know who's going to ride him, because, man, they look like they can jump pretty high. So definitely won't be me. So someone's got to get brave in a hurry. So, and that's what we thought. We'd just have a crack. And, if we like one and it looks like we're going down the right path, well, that's fine. But if not, you can sell them for great money, even sometimes not even broken in. So, it's another big bad world out there as well.
So do you ride them as well?
No.
Oh, I thought the way you said that, I thought you must be ready. I'm thinking, hang on, where does he find the spare time? I met Nat through HRNZ, but I met you through the NZB sales, Yearling sales, where you prepare and sell a lot of horses. You breed your own horses here as well, though. Like, so how many of your own do you actually breed?
We bred, year before last year, we bred 12. Last year we bred 8 in the show jumpers. This year coming, I don't know, probably 8 or 10 again, I suppose. But yeah, we got a couple of clients that coming in as well, and we'd sort of looked at buying nice fillies a few years ago that we thought, well, if they're okay, we can breed from them later on down the track. So one of them unfortunately showed a lot of promise, a Captain Treacherous filly, and ended up breaking down. But she's got a real nice yearling on the ground there, and she's in foal to American Ideal. So it's the one dream family. I think she's, apart from her mother, she's the only filly out of the family that's sort of breeding. So so no, looks a bit of promise in her, and she had tons of ability. So looking forward to her ones hitting the track. So, and then we just got Millwood Maisie, who she won I think 16 or 17 for us. She went to Aussie, and Nathan Jack won a few with her. Darren Garrett done a super job up in Brisbane. And then on the way back home, she called into Luke McCarthy and had about 5 or 6 weeks there. And lucky enough, she won 2 at Menangle for us and went 151. So yeah, that was cool.
Do you enjoy the breeding?
Yeah, I love the breeding. Yeah, yep. No, it's good. Like, I love buying the sales, but it's like we've all got probably expensive tastes in this game, and that's probably what ruins a lot of stallions. We've got to buy the ones that we really like and the ones that we think are going to compete. And so at least by breeding them, it's like having kids. You get what you get, and you just hope like how everything turns out good. And I think by breeding them, when you get to, even if you just win a maiden, it's a sense of achievement, because you've done the whole lot and you're just wrapped. If they only win one race, who cares? Yeah. It's just it's a bloody good buzz, and you get one that wins a few, it's even better.
Sometimes there are those horses, those moments that we undersell, and I was just giggling to myself then as you're saying it, because I always say, we breed them, break them, raise them, educate them, take them to the trials, generally qualify them yourself, put a driver on, nearly do the whole thing, which I imagine you guys are the same. You shoot as well. I try not to shoot too many of my own if I can help it, but it is a major achievement that we bloody undersell. So many people turn around and say, oh yeah, but it's got to win another one, but we actually undersell that moment right at that very, very time, don't we?
Oh yeah, and it's just so competitive. Like even Aussie now, like you look there 10, 15 years ago, look at a lot of the horses I've probably sold over the years, and we could sell, not real nice horses over there, and they could go and do a good job. Like, you try and win a race in Canterbury, I don't care where you are, whether you're on the grass or at Addington, you've done a bloody good job. Yeah. It's so competitive. There's lots of good trainers, drivers out there just amazing at the moment. So, and there's all the new modern things that you can do as well. So it's so competitive. So when you do win a race, you know, it is a good achievement, as you say. So, yeah, and well, these big guys they're doing a huge job with big teams and big teams of people to manage as well. So, you know, every day's a hard day, whether it's Christmas Day or Boxing Day or your birthday. She's just working every day in it. So
yeah, well, you definitely have to. Breeding numbers are dropped. I was interested there because you went from 12 to 8. This year, though, you've got 8 to 10 in foal. But, I mean, that, unfortunately, by the time they foal down, you might end up with only 6. You know, hopefully you end up with 12. But, I mean, we know what happens with horses. How do we stimulate it? How do we get people back to enjoying, basically, like I saw the grin on your face, like when you're talking about some of those horses and that, how do we sell it? How do we get people to want to get back into the breeding so numbers don't continue to decline?
Yeah, I don't know what the magic question is there. And like the year we went from 12 to 8 is just through them not getting in foal.
Yep.
The seasons have changed here. They're a little bit later, and like it's bloody frustrating because it costs a lot of money.
Yep.
Like, you know, you've got to do your vet stuff and, you know, then plus your service fees and all that. So it is a big expense. But to get people back in, I don't know what the magic question is there or the answer. So, you know, I think the biggest thing is just enjoyment in it. So we need to be able to prove to people how much fun it is to race a horse and you know, it can be expensive, but it doesn't have to be, you know. So I know some people get a bit impatient, especially new people. You don't want them, you know, by the time you breed a horse and you can even break it in, you're looking at 2-3 years. So she's a long time by the time it's conceived in it. So that's probably a bit harsh for some people, but the real enthusiasts, you know, I suppose you've just got to be in it for the long haul and just keep grinding away.
The yearling sales can be tough. I think last year gone you had a tough sale, but you have the highs sometimes where you can sell them for a good price. Do you enjoy the yearling sales and that? I know you get emotional on the day. Don't worry about that. You do. You're invested in it, so you always want the best results. But do you actually enjoy the yearling sales and selling them? Yeah,
I do. Like it's probably from not really. Well, the reason we started doing the yearling sales is when we started training is to get horses. Like we didn't have any family background or anything in it, so I just seen it as a bit of a marketing tool where you could take them, and if they were bought back, I'd just suggest that we broke them in, and then over the years that's how we managed to get more clients. So so it's been great for us, and on the day, hey, it's a lot more enjoyable when we're actually everyone making money. I know, you know, the agencies just say, well, you should be selling them, but when you're selling a horse for 10 or 15 grand under what it's cost you, it's not much fun for anyone. So, you know, it's great when you see some owners that, you know, might have battled away for a few years and think they're going to get 40 and they get 80 and they're just about having a bloody heart attack. Well, that's what it's all about, you know. So, but no, we do enjoy it. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be doing it. It's amazing seeing them, you know, when they rock up to your place, if we haven't had them, and, you know, in 8 weeks or 3 months, how they look, but I always like seeing them 3 months after that as well. So, you know, and I love seeing them winning because you've seen them as babies. So, yeah, so you like to see them carrying on, eh?
That's one thing I do like about you guys, the pride you take in your product. Bit of fun, bit of banter and things along those lines until the sale starts, because then it is business time, but presentation is key for you guys.
Oh, it is, and it's amazing where all the preparers in the last 10 years have just changed because the whole industry's changed as well. So, so much more professional, and yeah, the horses look amazing. Like, you know, the guys up in the North Island do a great job, and all the big players down here, like the horses just look fantastic. So, but you've got to. But I've even noticed a few in Aussie over the last few years have really picked their game up too, as you'd know more than me. But they've really improved. Which, you know, when you're selling a product, you have one day to have it right.
Yeah, and we want people to be able to sell and enjoy the dream. And what you were saying then about having a horse, by one of the yearling sales, yeah, of course you don't conceive it and you don't have it, but from the time it's a yearling to mapping out to when it gets to the races and getting that first win, as you say, whether it's at Methven on the grass or you know, Invercargill, doesn't matter, wherever that win is, to be able to actually enjoy the thrill of harness racing.
Oh, exactly, and that's where I think we've probably got to really look at the young people. You know, like you see the thoroughbreds in Australia now, like, you know, they open the birdcage up after the last and got a DJ in there. Like, you know, we need those young people coming along and you know, hopefully they'll jump into a shear and have some fun. You see young Carter Dalgetty's got a few young mates and a couple of horses, and you know when they're racing at Addington, because geez, you hear them before you see them. But that's what we need. We need people to be excited, and you know, you come to the thrill of of racing. So I think there's still nothing better than watching your own horse win a race. But we're just got to try and get that across the line to everyone else that doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And that's the big question, isn't it?
On Sunday there was a mate walked past. You're in shorts here. I don't know. We haven't got the bottom part of the legs, but you're in shorts, and I think that's brave. The guy walked in a t-shirt, shorts, and what do you call them? Jangles or jangas or whatever they are. Flip-flops, thongs to the Aussies. And I'm like, that guy's crazy. Yeah, guess who he was a mate of? Carter. There was no problems there. But the boys had fun. They didn't care, and I don't think they got a winner, actually.
Yeah, no, they seem to just rock up, and hey, it's good they've got a couple of nice ones. So I think they realise it's not going to win every time, but we just need them there, and they just have a ball, those guys. So we just need it more often.
Future starts now. You were at the launch of that on Friday Night Lights, and the future starts now. Were you impressed by what you saw?
Oh, yeah, no, it was bloody good. Like, hey, if we keep doing the same thing, nothing's going to change, is it? So, I think with the new CEO, Intane coming on board, Brad seems a hell of a nice bloke. So, yeah, he knows what he's doing. Intane, I'm sure they know what they're doing. It's a big business. They've bought it. So I've got all confidence in what they want to do. We've just got to get in behind them as trainers and all that. And, obviously it might be a little bit short in the North Island with horses, but, we've just got to work around that and work together and get it done. Like, we need Auckland to survive, like we need Addington and all the country clubs to survive. So we've just got to get through it and make the whole game a lot better than it has been performing. So but we've got the right product. We've just got to look forward and just get into it and enjoy it, and hopefully people punt on it and bring us some better returns.
We do have a great product. I reckon that's the one thing that we probably undersell sometimes, is how great a product we have. The fun you can have. You can bring young people to the races. They can actually come and pat them and do things like that. But we don't sell it. None of us sell it, do we?
No, I think there's a lot of work to be done there, and they are Intane starting to do it. There's a lot more interviews during the week, and I know that's just for the punters and all that, but the work behind the scenes and the love that everyone has for their horses and the greyhounds and that as well. You talk to a greyhound trainer, they love their bloody dogs. They're sleeping on the beds and on the couches, and everyone just loves the animals. If you didn't love the racehorses, you wouldn't be training them, or you wouldn't be in the game. It's simple as that. But a lot of people just don't believe us when we say that. But we probably do need to get out and just have more not videos, but just little pods like this, and just people talking about the horses and their love of their horse, and they're devastated if something goes wrong with it. So last thing we want to see is them breaking down or something like that. So a lot of them, they're just like your best mate. So they're like a big dog, really, aren't they, a lot of them? So we just got to focus on that a bit more and just sort of sell the fun and excitement of our game.
I like your horses more than I like your big dog. Pixie's got me worried. Don't worry about that. Just brush it up before too, so it's okay. Jamie, thank you. Thanks for the chat. Glad I came out here and had a look, and look forward to catching up with you with the yearling sales. I think better give a free plug for them. I think they close 2nd of August. Actually, they do. It's my birthday. It's a Friday, 5 o'clock.
How old are you this year?
21.
21.
Friday, 5 o'clock. They actually close August the 2nd. So they'll come around pretty quick. It's would be about 3.5 weeks. So make sure you get your nominations in there and get in touch with Cambrai. But mate, thank you. Look forward to, as I say, if I don't see you before that, we're then. But keep up the great work. I love watching your colours go around, and I think that's one of the things I've enjoyed by doing this. Getting to know you guys, see your colours, see you win races, it makes it better. And I think that's probably one of the ways we can grow the sport, is more people get more knowledge, then they've got more horses to follow as well. Yeah, exactly. And thanks for coming out, and thanks for doing a good job, and exposing our great game, as we call it, to a lot more people, and and hopefully as they say, future starts now, so hopefully it does. Yeah, go put a pair of shorts, jeans on. They're cold. I'm cold just thinking about them. Cheers, mate. All good. Thank you.